Okay, guys, so this is the evaluation, and you're not supposed to use any assistant and all that, okay? But anyway, so here it is. Failure to stay within the exam window will reflect your final score, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. So let's give it a try. So this one says, what are the different steps to form an executable file from C code? So we have the pre-processing, compilation, assembly, and linking. So it should be this. So you pick this. So it's just 14 questions, so no rushing, okay? So read it very well. So we have first stage, pre-processing, compilation, assembly, and linking. So you should check that out. I don't want to explain now, but pre-processing would remove all your comments. Because of time, let me just submit and let's go. Okay, this one should be echo this and dollar sign. So let me just see. It says, which command should I use to display the exit code of the previous command? Okay, it should be this. Echo this and dollar sign. Okay, so be careful with your feeling. You should not go and mistakenly double tap on two things or change your option. So this, okay. This one say, how do you change directory? CD, right? Change directory. So they are quite simple. Submit. So if you look at this one, hmm, so I is less than 20, right? So I is 10. 10 is less than 20, right? So this one will become 10. 10 divided and 10 modulus 2. 2 in 10 is what? 0, right? I'll be 2 divided by 10 divided by 2, right? We give you 5 remainder what? 0. So 0. So these two might be the answer. So if you check 11, 11 divided by 2, 5 remainder 1. So 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, 12 divided by 2, right? 12 divided by 2 is 6, right? Remainder 0, so 0, 1, 0. So this one will be the answer. Okay, so 0, 1, 0. So this one we have, what is command you use to list the files of Linux? ls, right? Then come down. So should I changing a file owner? Cho, change owner, cho. Okay, and then which of these loop statements exist in C? So we have the while loop, for loop, and do while loop. Okay, while loop, for loop, and do while loop. Okay, if so, we have this printf. We have these two statements. What information do printf statement tell us about the code? How your code is executed? So we have main code, right? So let's see. I thought we had two code here. Okay, so look at what printf. So printf broke here. It means after each, this one is to print 1 to 100. Is to perform this thing 100 times, not printing 1 to 100 anyway. Perform this code 100 times, right? So the first one will print if, so it's, let's see, first printf and second printf. Okay, so we have to printf and then this second printf too. Okay, I think let me just, I think a printf statement shows that there is an infinite loop in the code. Let's see if there is an infinite loop for this one. um I don't think there's an infinite loop. There's no infinite loop in this one, right? Yes, this for loop does not have infinite loop because that's a incrementation. So definitely no infinite loop. And then this one too has incrementation, so not a infinite loop. So let's see. A printf statement shows exactly how many times the loop executes. Yes. Shows how many times. It should. And then a printf statement shows when the for loop is finished. Yes, this one will show when the for loop is finished because let me see. This printf will show when the for loop is finished, right? And then I think there's one more. Let me check. So this second one too. Okay. So I think these two. So this one is for I think this one. Let me see. Okay, this is the code. Okay. So they now added printf. So it is these two printf they are talking about. Okay. So we've talked about this last printf, and this last printf would show that the loop has finished, while this one would show, right, this one will show what's that statement that I picked, show that the break will cause for loop exited to print, indicating that even number is never printed. Okay, so let me see the code again and see. Okay, so if this one happen, you should print this, else you should print this. Okay, if not, you should print this. So I think this printf, I don't even know which printf they are talking about here, but anyway, this one is to break out of. Break means that it should not execute that code, right? So it's going to break and then print this one, but it should be this two, right? So let's just continue. So what is the size? I think this one is size of a float. A float is 4 bytes. Okay, okay, and then we are number 10. So what does this code prints? Okay, so we have this code. Let me, okay, let's see. So this one is for loop, right? And then this one is I is 0, I is less than num. So num will be imputed by someone, right? So num can be anything. Okay, and j2 j is will be imputed. J is 0, j prints I times j. Okay, if j is less than num, print comma and space. So this one is going to print this one should print n times number starting with 0. Yes, this one should print n times number starting with 0. I'm coming. I just want to, yes. Okay, this one will print n times number starting. Once I'm done, probably I'm going to probably in one of our what's it called. So basically you could copy this code and run it, and then you see what it's going to do. But this one is n times number, so it is times table that is printing, because you can see that this one is multiplying each other, right? So it's multiplying, so it's printing multiplication, right? Basically, but I will explain later on. So let's just continue. Okay, so this one is saying that which symbol should I use to redirect the error output to the standard output? I think that should be 2 greater than and 1. And then number 12, we have this. So we have a function here, and then this one is, okay, I'm coming. Oh, they've mistakenly commented out these guys. So I think this is the standard io.h. This one is the function. So this one will help print the number of shape int1 and int2, right? So they've declared this function and then they passed it. So they passed it here. Okay, they passed the two numbers. So 4 and 3 is passed into the function. It means that idx is 4, this one is 3, right? 4 and 3. Okay, so okay, num1 is 4 and num2 is 3, right? So for this, we have two for loop. This one is for num1. Num1 is what? Num1 is 4 and num2 is 3. So this one is 4, this one is 3. So it means the first for loop will print number of lines, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and then this one will print number of column, which will be 3. So it will be 4 by 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the height will be 4, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 4 by 3. So that one will be uh, a rectangle with the characters. So it's going to print it out in a character hash. It's going to print it with hash. Okay, so where is it? A rectangle with the character hash with a height of 4. Where is it? With the character hash with a height of 4 and a width of 3. Okay, so this should be it. And then submit. So we have two more. And then if you have this one, I equals to 65, I is less than 91, put char I. Okay, so what is 65 in um this one? Okay, you said, okay, what is the problem with the following code? This one does not have incrementation. Okay, so I will always be less than 91. Okay, so this one, I is not incremented in the while loop, so an infinite loop occurs, right? So 1, I is not incremented outside the no. Okay, so I think that's it. And then what is the value of this one? So this one is for shell permission. So we have this one, and this one. So let's just get for this one. So for this one, we have um, uh, this one is 100, 100. So what is 100 in base 3, base 2 to base 2 to base 10? So 100 base 2 is what? 100, we have 100. So 0, 1 is 1, 2 is 10, 11 is 3, 100 is 4. So this one is 4, 4, and then let's see, 101. So 544. So this will be 544, and then submit. So we are done. So I think we can see our score straight. So let me just open this score tab and see. Okay, so you see evaluation, we have 100, right? So that's it. See you guys.